Talmud warns against these new false prophets and these people who are set to say they can lead you to God and that they are the conduit to God. They are the bridge to God. You must go through them and this church and do this. This what he has to say to that. And the portal is narrow and the way is slender, which leads to life and knowledge, and there are only few who find it. Now, would you say those who read this Talmud are the few, or those who are indoctrinated into Christianity are the few? Who would be most likely to be named the few in this case? Think about that. And Emmanuel goes on. Beware of false prophets and scribes who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are like ravenous wolves, preaching to you about submissiveness before shrines, false deities and gods, and preaching submissiveness to idols and false teachings. Beware of those who forbid you access to wisdom and knowledge, those who don't want you to read this Talmud and other scriptures who they deem apocryphal. For they speak to you only to obtain power over you and to seize your goods and belongings. You will recognize them by their fruits. Can one gather grapes from the thorn or figs from the thistles? Hence, every good seed brings forth good harvest, but a rotten seed brings forth a bad harvest. A good tree can never bear bad fruit, and a rotten tree can never bear good fruit. Thus, by their fruits you will recognize them. Therefore, whosoever heeds these words of mine and acts upon them will be like an intelligent man who built his house on the rock. Now when a downpour fell and the waters came and the winds blew and beat upon the house, it did not fall because it was founded on rock. And we know the conclusion to this story because it has been given to us in churches and other religious settings, taught through the King James Bible instead of the actual book, the Talmud of Emmanuel, written by Judas Iscariot, someone who was actually alongside Jesus and was his actual scribe.